Hello there and good evening and welcome to tonight's video. Now I've just stopped off by the side of the road on this very dark motorway here once again. It's the same road I was on the last time, but this time I'm much further down the road. And there's absolutely no lights at all down here, none. No street lights, no lights coming from any houses or anything. Just the car lights and my infrared night vision, and that's it. And I've just nearly had a bad accident on the way down the road here. Stupid me tried to look sideways, sort of semi behind us as I was riding forwards into the really dark stretch of the road, and and I was starting to veer off the curb, not quite onto the motorway. There was a little off-road just off the motorway, a little parking bay area, and I crashed. I went out of control with the bike. I managed to just jump forwards and stop the bike before I fell and went everywhere with the bike, flat on my face. Not good. So I'm going to try not to do that from now on. But the reason I've stopped here is there's a rather interesting looking ancient old farmhouse building. So I'm just going to take a little look here while I'm at this stretch of the motorway here, where it's absolutely pitch black like I've just pointed out. And there's no wind tonight thus far. There's still a few cars. There's one passing now. I don't know what time it is. I think it's like, at a guess, the last time I looked at my watch a few minutes ago it was like 2:35, so it must be about like 2:45 or 20 to 3, something like that in the morning. Middle of the night as I call it. I don't like to call it the morning. Hopefully I've got plenty of darkness left yet. I'm not going to be here too long though, just briefly. Let's hope the farmer doesn't come out with a shotgun, and if he does, well, I'm going to explain what I'm doing. Nothing nefarious, nothing dodgy or anything. Just having a look around on the road here, on the public footpath at this glorious old farm building. And I've brought extra night vision lights with us tonight, which are already strapped onto my camera setup here. So hopefully we'll be able to see a bit better tonight. So let's get on with the show. I can hear something moving across the road there, on the other side of the road. I don't know where it is. For some reason my night vision's whitening out on this other light here. I'm not sure why. All I can see is like very grey screen. I don't know what that is, but that's not good. Okay, I've switched to the other camera now, and I'm using the other infrared handheld so we can see a little bit further. So we're here at the back yard of the farm, or whatever you call it. I think it's a backyard area. So hopefully you can see a bit better than you could before. Just heard some noises over there, but I don't think there's anybody in there. I don't think anyway. So if I take the infrared light down, you can see it moving, see? It's using it like a torch at the minute. But to be honest, I thought it would have worked with a wider beam, but it ain't. I don't know why, it's quite a powerful light, but so you move that down, you can't see the house there, but if you put it up you can see the house. Look. See that? I was thinking about going to a cemetery from here, but oh, what was that? I saw something there, I don't know what it was. Could have been an insect. I thought it was something coming along, someone with a torch, but it's not. Nope, not a torch. See if I can see behind us at all. There's the trees. Here's the motorway. Oh, what's that? Something. Oh, it's a sign shining. It's a road sign. I don't know what that was for a minute there. It's, you kind of see it outside the camera, the infrared lights reflecting off it, basically. So I'm still not sure what them noises were across the road there. So I'll show that across and see a bit, but not much. See, the night vision only goes a certain distance, even with the enhancer light, which isn't the greatest with this camera. I think it works better with Sony night vision camcorders than this one, to be honest with you. Right. Okay, so I'm going to go back up to the front of the farmhouse now, because I can see better with this other camera a little bit better than I could with the previous camera. You see, sometimes like you don't know when you've just got a new camera, you know what's what with it. You go through a learning phase of seeing how well it does in certain locations with the night vision and all the different aspects of it, you know. So I thought it would have been a bit better with them extra lights on, but it wasn't great, at least as far as I could tell from what I could see on the screen of the camera. So let's go up here, back where we started. It's very muddy, and it's been raining a lot, and it's pretty damn muddy even on this path, especially if you veer off onto the grass verge type of thing, you know. At least it's not cold tonight. I think I'm overdressed actually. It feels a little bit like a summer's night. Well, not quite, but almost. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, we're around the other part of the side of it now. Well, the front. Well, it's the front, but the side, if you know what I mean. The side of the building here. So, hang on. I'll try and get the other light as well. It's a bit awkward. I think I'll have to go higher up because there's too many trees in the way. I'll end up falling over the bike, flat on my face. Trying to hold the light and the bike and the camera. You know what I'm saying? So we go up here. Some of these twigs are hitting the camera. On my hand at least, it's holding it. It's a bit muddy here, like, oh, fell down a hole. Right, you can see the house a bit better here. I should have used this camera in the first place in hindsight. But if I'm not using the previous footage on this video that you're watching right now, you'll be wondering what the hell I'm on about. But just in case I'm not using the previous footage, I'm having to reshoot these bits here because I couldn't see much on the screen. It's only a small screen though. This camera's got a bigger screen, so a bit better, you know. It's quite a big house. Actually, I think it's a similar size to the one up at Laverick Hall Farm. Actually, I'll try the other. I better go back to the gate before I do that because I'm going to drop the bike. It's not easy wrestling with a camera, a light, and the bike. You know what I'm saying? I could be being watched right now, but I'm just getting shots of this interesting looking location. That's all I'm doing. Let's see if I can get this light out. I don't know if this is someone at the. Hang on a minute. Right, the light is on. So we can see it a bit better here. So you've got the 9 windows I was pointing out before. See them a little bit better now. Before it looked like the album cover of Band on the Run by Paul McCartney and Wings. Where it's just a bunch of celebrities with a spotlight on them trying to escape from the prison, and they've all been caught in the spotlight, you know. It was who was on that cover again? Linda McCartney, Paul McCartney, obviously. They were members of the band Wings. And who else was? Michael Parkinson, Christopher Lee, and there was somebody else. Was it Sammy Davis Jr.? I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think it was Sammy Davis Jr. It was Some black guy, I think. I forget who it was. I'm not sure. Can't think of his name anyway. Can't think of the other guy. But I think there's a few other people as well. So, see, if you put the infrared light, the external one, too close to the camera, look what happens. You sort of get this sort of like lens flare thing, bleaches out the whole image. That's what was happening with the other camera, you see. That's what was happening. So here we have the front gate. Now, if there's anybody watching this, this is the road that leads down from Whitemare Pool. And does anybody know if there's been any fatal accidents on this road next to this farmhouse here? Just in case. It's good to have information of things that's happened places, otherwise you go to them and you don't even have a clue what's happened there, you know. You just have to look it up afterwards, I guess. I don't know what the name of this place is. It doesn't have any names on the wall or anything like the other one. The other one had a clear sign saying Laverick Hall Farm, but this one doesn't, you know. I'm just going to go back up here to this gate. It's muddy here. What's that noise? I hear a clicking sound. But I don't know where it is. It's not, well, it might be me. It's probably my legs. Yeah, it's probably my legs clicking, that's probably where it is. So we can see in the field a little bit better here. At this gate here. Now I'm going to wipe my lens a bit. Lens looked a bit foggy there, I don't know what that was all about. Like I say, I don't know where everybody's going at this time of the night. Like in the cars on the road here, like it's always like there's quite a bit of traffic at 3 AM and that through the night, you know. Unless they're coming back from Mazda. That could be it. I don't know. Ooh, there's that. I scared the bejesus out of myself. And my water bottle made a like a crushing, crinkly sound. I didn't know what the hell it was. Right then, I'm going to try and see what time it is, if I can. Can I get me cuff out of the way of my watch? Actually, okay, it is now. It's nearly 3 AM to be precise. Okay, well, I think I've spent enough time at this location, so I'm going to head off down the road and see where else I can find. And if I don't find anything else of interest, then I guess the next time you see us on here, I'll be wishing you a very good night, or a good day. So I'll be back with you in a bit, in an instant in fact. I just want to get this truck coming past here. Let's hope he doesn't pull over, and that's what the hell I'm doing. I don't want to get kidnapped like in that film Breakdown with Kurt Russell, like his wife did. You know what I'm saying? Wow, I felt the draft off that. I'll tell you that much. I certainly did. Okay, I've just stopped. Ooh, hitting the mouth of the twig off the tree here or something. Bloody hell! I've just stopped down here because I've noticed all these trucks. There's loads of them. This is the most I've ever seen parked down here lately. Anyway, we'll just do a quick walk through here. Hope I don't wake them up if they're asleep. Like, can't see what that is ahead of us. Is it a bin? I'm not sure. I think it's a bin. Hope I can fit past. What the hell is that reflecting? It might not be a fit past. There's a bin in the way. That wasn't there before. I'm sure it wasn't. Oh, can I get past? I have to go around. Can I get past? I'm not sure if I can fit past here. Damn. I'll go around the other side. Maybe to just fit past the truck. Let's see. Wow, it's a tight fit, this is. Tight fit. That was a tight fit and a half. I'm sure that bin wasn't there before. Must have just put this bin here. It's huge. It's a massive bin. Massive bin. Too big for this path, I'll tell you that much. So we'll just continue walking down here. The size of these wheels, man. I better be quiet because I don't want to wake the truck drivers up. Might end up like a scene out of Jewel, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be followed all the way where I'm going next by some crazy truck driver where I can't see his face at this time of night, you know what I'm saying? So, oh, kick me pedals. There's a lot of mess down here, that's for sure. Yeah, they've all got the curtains drawn on the windows. They must be asleep. Or in a chat room or something, I don't know. Whatever they get up to down here. Ooh, you bugger. I don't know where they're off to, like. I'm not sure, they could be travelling miles. And there's a van here as well. I didn't get too much sleep last night either, I don't think. So I'm not at my best tonight, but well, still out anyway. Maybe these bins were here last time, it's just that that truck was parked too close to the bin. It was half on the path, I think. So it was totally in the way. This one's on the path as well, oh god. This one is on the path as well. So, I'm going to head down here. I'm not sure how far down here I'm going to go, but we'll see if I can get past this truck in front of us here, because it's very close to the bushes here. See if I can fit through. Look at it, it's right on the path, man. See if I can get through. Look, hardly any space to get past. Look at this. Get through. Stop. Come on, stop. This starts up now, I'm in trouble. Well, I finally got through. Well, that was a tight squeeze and a half. Was it? I think it was a tighter squeeze in the bit with a bin. My god. Right, well, I'm not too far away from Boldon now, I don't think. But I don't think I'm up to going to Asda tonight, so I probably won't. It's a bit late. Must be getting on for 3:30 after, I'm not sure. So I probably won't go to Asda. Because I'm expecting a phone call tomorrow, and I don't know what time it's going to be coming in. And no doubt I'll be asleep when the phone call happens. Not ideal, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'll be back with you in a bit. Right, so I've actually managed to reach almost Asda here in Boldon. I'm right next to the Cineworld cinema. Behind me is the McDonald's drive-through, I believe. And I don't need to use the night vision here, I don't think, because there's plenty of lighting. Mainly in the form of street lights in the car park here. And across the road here is a very nice pub called the Storybook. I've only been in once or twice to get a meal with my mum and dad a while ago. Just remember I haven't turned my lights off on my bike here. Turn it off, wasting them here. Yeah, we had a nice meal in there as far as I remember, it was quite nice. But unfortunately, very sadly, my parents have since passed away since we went there and all that. And over here we have the car park to the cinema and McDonald's, and that is Cineworld Multiplex Cinema right across there. We'll go over there and have a closer look in a minute. Now the thing I don't like about this place is, for one, they removed all the posters that were above the main entrance, the main doors at the front there. They had all the posters for each film that was on. Now they have just an online thing, I think, where you've got to book the film online and there's no movie posters outside anymore. It makes it a bit less interesting, I think, you know. And here we have the drive-through to McDonald's. I think it's McDonald's. Yes, it is McDonald's. Can't quite see what's on the sign, but it says mozzarella dippers and 20 chicken nuggets share box. Because it's bleached out because this camera has very good low light capabilities, and it's bleached it out because the exposure's opened right up, so you cannot see where it says, unless you're right up close to it, that is. And I don't want to do that because I'll probably get wrong for blocking the driveway to the drive-through, pretty much. So here we are at the very entrance to the Cineworld Multiplex Cinema. I haven't been in here for a while. I'm trying to think what the last film I saw in here was. Was it 50 Shades Darker? Or was it something else? Oh, it might have been Hidden Figures with Kevin Costner. Possibly. It says it's got a super screen. I don't even see up there, straight ahead. Up there on that tower bit, it says super screen. That must be a really big one. Maybe like, I don't know if it's an IMAX, probably not, but something similar maybe, I don't know. If anyone's watching, do you know what the super screen is? What does that mean? It's not IMAX, is it? Or 4K? Well, they're all 4K now, aren't they, most of them? Or if not all of them. But they're all, they only project video in here, don't they? They don't project film anymore. They removed all the film projectors a while ago. Now, what I like to do on YouTube often is watch people who sort of break into abandoned multiplexes, mainly in America, but some of them over here as well. I was watching one just the other night. It was an abandoned showcase cinema in Manchester, and a channel called The Secret Vault had managed to get inside, and most of the screens were intact. Some of them had been removed completely because they were dismantling it, ready for demolition. And I think it very sadly got demolished not long after he made the video. I hate to see these places demolished. I wish they could open them up again and, you know, get them going again and show films in them again and stuff, do them up and stuff, you know. But unfortunately, a lot of them get just demolished, you know. And people, before that happens, people break in and start vandalising them and spray painting the walls and putting crap all over the place. And what's really annoying is they always slash the screens up. I don't know why they do that. Ruin the screens, you know. Because I like to see these places as they were on these videos, but unfortunately, most of them are vandalised. But if you want to check some of them videos out, all you have to do is type in abandoned movie theatre or abandoned cinemas, abandoned multiplexes, and you get quite a few coming up. Most of them, like I say, are in America. But they're well worth watching, especially if you're into cinema, you're a big, you know, like a film buff or a fan of the cinema in general. I'm into projection and the whole works inside the cinema, even though I hardly go to the cinemas these days, because I've got some other problems that prevent us from doing that, so it's a bit unfortunate. But this cinema's not too bad, as far as I remember. I did see Die Another Day in here with my girlfriend at the time. That was the last film I saw with her before we broke up, I'll tell you that much. That was a while ago. Yeah. So, I don't know if you can see in the background behind us here, but there you have it. And they have the star as the logo, whatever that means, I'm not sure. And just over there is Nando's. I don't think it's any connection with the I was thinking of Lando Calrissian. He's not called Nando Calrissian, is he? It's Lando from Star Wars films, played by Billy D. Williams, of course. Actually, I'm not sure how many screens they've got in here now. It doesn't exactly say at the front here. It doesn't tell you a whole lot, apart from the fact it's got Starbucks coffee upstairs and a super screen. So yeah. But some of the films I've seen in here was Bowling for Columbine, with a Michael Moore film. about the guns, the Second Amendment in America, where they were trying to get rid of the guns and all that. Still are, apparently. My God, that bin's a bit full over there. And I saw what's it called, The Huntsman, Winter's War, and what else? I don't know, I've seen too many things in here, but just a few things, you know. I saw that film with Michael Caine and Brendan Fraser. What was it called? The American or something. I can't remember the title of it offhand. Something like that. I forget. And over here is Tim Hortons or something. I guess that's a restaurant I've now been in. And then we've got what's it? Something else. Saucy Chicks. I can't quite read that. What's that saying? Can't read it from here, but it says Saucy Chicks above the door. And there's McDonald's, of course, which I never go in there anymore for obvious reasons. Yeah. So, and there's this road sign here. This guy, he's walking towards the cinema here. I guess that just means you can. It's like a zebra crossing here. Safe to walk across here, basically. I once tried to get into the projection rooms here. I asked inside, and they refused. They said you have to basically send a letter to head office. So they didn't want anything to do with it. So I didn't bother with the letter thing. But you know, I used to know quite a few projectionists, like the Odeon in Newcastle and Pilgrim Street and that. But in here they just didn't want to know really. So I didn't bother sending a letter, like I say. Right, well, now I'm gonna go and have a sit down in the park across the road, because I need a rest. And then I'm gonna make a decision whether I'm gonna go inside Asda tonight or not, because it's a bit late. It's like 4 AM or after now. So yeah, just have to think about that one, whether I'm just having to sit down, basically. So I'll be back with you in a second. Okay, I've just arrived here in this little park here in Boldon, which is just across the road from Asda Superstore. Just debating whether to go in or not, because I feel absolutely knackered. I mean, it is nearly 4 AM for God's sakes, after all. You know what I'm saying? But I could do with the some shampoo, because I've pretty much run out. So maybe I should try and go in and get some shampoo. Can't think of anything else I want, apart from maybe some snacks to boost me energy for the trip back home again, you know. Now my glasses are starting to steam up. I don't know why, just because I've sat down here. Funny that, because usually my glasses steam up if I have me mouth like slightly obscured when my scarf's around here like this, but it isn't like that. It's open, so I don't know what's causing that. Strange, I tell you. There's not a whole lot in this park, unfortunately. There's just a playground over there beyond those hedges, basically. Apart from that, it's just some grass, some street lights, and some hedges, and that's it. Nothing else. You think they could have put something more interesting in here, wouldn't you? I don't know. Something of interest, you know, some little buildings or something. I don't know. There's loads of room for some, I don't know, some sort of a building or something. A few buildings for a little bowling green or something. I don't know. There's nothing. Pretty much nothing. I don't even know if it's technically classed as a park, but I guess it must be because there's a playground. But it doesn't have like a fence around it or anything. It's just fully open. You just walk into it from various entrances. They're not really entrances. They just come straight in, like it's like a continuous footpath straight into the place. You know what I mean? I mean, there's houses just here, and you don't usually have houses in a park unless it's a park keeper's house, just the one house. But this has got actual bungalows in it. It's actually in the park. Footpath just goes along next to the houses. So, yeah. So what is this? Is it not technically classed as a park? Or is it somewhat a semi-park? I don't know. I don't know what you would class it as. No rabbits here though. All the rabbits are back next to the motorway, next to the little chef and the Greggs and that, next to White Mare Pool, and just a bit down the road from there and round the corner. There's tons of them. I saw like 7, 8 running all at once away from us because I saw us coming down on my bike. You know, they didn't want to get run over, I guess. It's just like a scene out of Watership Down or something. Well, I might go into Asda if I can just get some energy back here. If I can just, because I'm a bit lifeless at the minute, shall we say. So anyway, if I go into Asda, I might try and shoot a little clip inside the shop, or I might not. We'll see. So I'll be back with you in a minute, or a second. Well, I did actually make it into Asda. As you can see, I'm at the film section here, the Blu-ray and the DVD section, and it is way smaller than it used to be. But that's not too bad, because most of the other supermarkets, such as Tesco's and I think Sainsbury's, I'm not sure about Sainsbury's, but Tesco's have stopped selling DVDs, Blu-rays and CDs. Look what I found. It's none other than Cliff Richard, the Blue Sapphire Tour 2023 live. I've got one of his live concerts. I was wanting, well, I would prefer this one on Blu-ray, to be honest, because it's like £10. So if I'm going to get this one, I'll get it on Blu-ray, not DVD, unless it's down to like £3 or something like that, you know. And I still haven't watched this one yet. I do own it on Blu-ray. I was going to get the 4K, but I decided to get the Blu-ray because I was in Morrison's one day and I saw it on the shelf for £15 and I thought, I'll just get the Blu-ray for now. But depending on what the transfer's like on this Blu-ray, I might very well end up getting the 4K version. Yeah, it's got a nice cover, this one. Now there's a film here called The Dive, which is only £5 on DVD. But I'm going to check back at home when I get back on my internet on my phone to see if you can get this on Blu-ray or not. I'm pretty sure it's not available in this country on Blu-ray, but it might very well be available from Germany or the USA on an import version, no doubt. But the trouble is, with these low budget films, sometimes they change the title to something else on the import version, so it's hard to find them. But I'll have a look anyway, see if I can find it on Blu-ray. They've also got some more copies of Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny here in stock. This was sold out a few weeks ago every time I came in here. I did buy a copy of this from this very shop actually, but I still haven't got around to watching it. I would have preferred the 4K version, but they haven't got it. At least not at the minute. I don't think they're going to get it in now. But the transfer is supposed to be pretty good on this version, so I might end up just making do with this version. Unless the 4K comes down to like £10 or something at some point. I've just noticed there's another version of Children of the Corn here, but I don't know what version this is. Maybe it's another, like a remake or something, I'm not sure. But I'll have to get this on Blu-ray or 4K if it's available. Not sure who's in it. The text is very, very small in the back. You need like a magnifying glass to read it. But that one's going for £10 here. And there's another Pet Sematary sequel here called Bloodlines. Looks okay actually, but everyone on these Blu-ray hunting videos and stuff is saying it's pretty much crap. I think Big Paulie said it was crap, so but that one won't necessarily put me off. It's got some nice photographs on the back, so I might end up getting this on Blu-ray if I can find it at a reasonable price, but it's not available on Blu-ray in here. Unfortunately, it's just on DVD. And here's John Travolta looking a bit different, isn't he, with his old Stetson on in this western called Mobland. Not really familiar with this one, I haven't seen the trailer or anything. But this one's going for, let's see, it's going for £3 here in Asda. See if I can see what aspect ratio it is. Yeah, I cannot read it. I'm against the light here. It's not very easy to see at all, unfortunately. So yeah, it's just a look at the shelf here. The other titles available, mostly on DVD. Unfortunately, there's very few amount of Blu-rays here, but they do have more Blu-rays than Morrison's and Jarrow, that's for sure. So the Blu-rays they've got is Blue Beetle, but there's a DVD in front of the Blu-rays. Got a DVD mixed in. They got Saw X, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning, as I showed you, and another DVD TV series called The Final Season. I think it's a TV series. Yeah, I think it is. Got Rise of the Foot Soldier, Vengeance, and Gran Turismo, but that's the DVD in the wrong place. I did get that one in here on Blu-ray actually. And there's Indiana Jones again, Expendables 4, which nobody likes, I don't think, apparently, unfortunately. Equalizer 3 with Denzel Washington. I haven't even seen any of these films, to be honest with you. None of them yet. I do own the first one though. And they've got Exorcist Believer on Blu-ray as well for 15 quid. Yeah, nice cover on that one. I might need one of these actually. Not the film, but an actual Exorcist. Not joking either. Got it on DVD as well here. And they've got The Creator, Elemental, which still isn't on Blu-ray over here, I don't believe, I think. And a shitload of other ones. Here is Supergirl, which is a very good film. One of my favourites actually. It's only on DVD here though. I've got this on Blu-ray, the American import version. If I can just get the sheen off it. It's not very easy to get the sheen off in here, it's very shiny. The cover's a bit different to the Blu-ray though, I'm noticing. It's on Warner Brothers, of course. And here's The Nun and The Conjuring. I just got this on Blu-ray for cheaper than what this DVD is actually. And I've got this one on Blu-ray, also cheaper than this DVD I got it for. And there's Annabelle. I got that one cheaper than this DVD as well. Second hand like, but still, it's in perfect condition. The one I've got. All of these are. And I just noticed, how come Patrick Wilson is in all of these Insidious films, right? But he's also in, I think, most of these as well. He's in The Conjuring. He's in at least one or two of the Annabelles. I don't know if he's in all of them, but I know he's in one of them for sure, because I've just got one of them and these pictures on the back of it. Strange that, isn't it? Similar films and he's in all of them. They're not connected, I don't think. These Insidious ones, I don't think are connected with the Annabelle and The Conjuring ones, but correct me if I'm wrong, because I haven't seen any of these, only these ones. Well, I haven't seen the third one, but I've seen the second one and the first one of the Insidious. And here's this Police Academy box set. I've got this on Blu-ray. I hate this cover, it's terrible. I wish they'd put the original VHS cover artwork on the films and release them separately or something. Actually, I think I might make my own copies of it for my Blu-ray set and do my own custom covers with the original artwork on actually, because this cover sucks. Basically, don't know what you think, but I think it's terrible. And here's a Poltergeist collection on DVD for 12 quid. All 3 Poltergeist films, all starring the late Heather O'Rourke. And if anyone's interested, if you don't know her already, if you look up online, there's a rather sinister story connecting Steven Spielberg with what happened to Heather O'Rourke. It's just like a rumour that's flying around. If you look it up, you won't be impressed, I'll tell you. But it is interesting to read about nevertheless. And here's the late Julian Beck, who played Kane in Poltergeist 2. He was great in that, I thought. He was also in 9.5 Weeks, but he didn't have a speaking role. He was just one of the guests sitting around the dinner table, I think, in one of the scenes with Kim Basinger. But he sadly passed away of cancer many years ago, just after he made this actually, in 1985, I think. Right, I think we'll wrap this section up right here. Okay, well I think I'm going to wrap this video here tonight up. I'm not sure how long I've been shooting for exactly, to be honest with you. But at least I did end up coming in Asda. And just before I go, I'd just like to recommend this film here. It's called The Duff, and it stars the girl who voices Tinkerbell in all the Tinkerbell films, and I forgot her name offhand. Oh, it's Mae Whitman. Mae Whitman, that's her there with the dark hair. She does the voice of Tinkerbell in all the Tinkerbell movies made by Disney. This is a very good film, so if you would like to get a hold of this, it's available here in Asda. They've got 2 copies left, I believe. This is one of them. It's only £1 on DVD, and the aspect ratio is 2:3:9:1. CinemaScope. Very good film. I've got it on Blu-ray. I've got the Region A Blu-ray import, so I don't really need this one, but I think I'm going to buy it anyway just for collectability's sake. It's got a different cover to the Blu-ray, so I'm going to pick this one up right here, right now, here in Asda tonight at approximately 10 to 5 a.m. in the morning. I'm going to pick up another copy of The Duff, even though I own it on Blu-ray. Am I crazy? Maybe. But I'm getting it anyway because I like the cover. It's different to the other one, like I say. So it's going right in me basket here now. Right, with that being said, I'd just like to thank you very much for watching this video of mine here tonight. And I hope if you enjoyed any of it at all, like as per usual, could you please give us a little like, a thumbs up, and I'd be very, very grateful. And don't forget to subscribe if you would like to see any more videos from me in the future. And with that being said, I'm going to wish you a very good night, or a good day, wherever you happen to be right now. I should be in bed, and I haven't even had my tea yet. So anyway, thanks for watching, and see you next time. So, bye for now. Ta-ra now.